Welcome back to the channel. And I'm here with this Vox AC10 tube amp. It has EL84 power tubes, 12AX7 preamp tubes, and a custom 10-inch VX10 Celestion speaker. This is January 2022 as I filmed this, and recently gear all across the industry has gone up, and this has recently gone up to $649.99. But it is still a great amp and a great way to get that Vox tube tone in a relatively small package. As most know, the legendary AC30 has been used by the Beatles, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, The Edge of U2, and all kinds of iconic bands and artists. Brad Paisley, someone who you might not associate with Vox, enjoys using Vox amps. So I'm just going to go through a few sounds here. This is basically an American Telecaster parts caster. This is with the amp treble at 7, bass at 5, gain at 3, volume at 3, and reverb at 3. And I will do some B-roll when I play a track here in a little bit that shows some of the pictures of the amp in greater detail. Just some nice open chords here. So even just at that low gain, low volume setting, you can tell a little bit of a difference between a Vox amp and a Fender amp. And again, I'm trying to play at a volume that doesn't bother my neighbors, as is, I would say, the case with most who are playing small tube amps at home. So this is the bridge pickup, and these are V-Mod 2 American pickups. Just a little bit here. And this is just the amp, no effects. And that's with the gain up to about almost 5. And then let's put it all at, put the bass and treble at noon, turn the gain back down to about 4. Just a great sound. This is the humbucker mode of both pickups in this guitar in series, to give you a taste of that. It takes pedals really well, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a series of different guitars and styles of music and pedals through it to give you an idea of how it sounds in different settings. I'm also going to play a track where I'm going to show some of the B-roll and some of the specs of the amp. And every guitar in this track I'm about to play is going to be recorded with this amp with an SM57 microphone. So I hope that this is enlightening, and you might give this little amp a try, because it sounds great, and I think it would be a great addition to anyone's arsenal. So take a listen to these sound samples, and I'll be back with my final thoughts after that. those sound samples were helpful. I use the Vox Katana simply to illustrate a different style of amp altogether and see what the sounds of these two amps with similar type tones, generally to the best I can with the Vox, dialed in at a low volume, because as always on my channel, as I've said in other videos, I'm always playing at a volume that is apartment level volume. I know there are some channels that I love that are able to play in studios and sound rooms and things like that at high volumes, but for a lot of us that's not typically the case. Again, on occasion I might get to play in those settings, but usually I'm playing at home, trying not to bother my neighbors, whether I'm making videos, playing for fun, practicing, recording, whatever. So in that context, I hope that the sound samples of the Vox with various guitars and pedals and the comparison with the Vox Katana is helpful. Though I think that the digital technology has come a long way, and if you watch my other videos and even listen to my albums, I use the Vox a ton, and it's wonderful. But there's still something about good old tube amp that can't be beat, especially when it comes to feel and responsiveness. And I've had hybrid Vox amps before. This is my very first Vox all tube amp, and again, I absolutely love it. As with guitars, I'm mainly a Fender guy and love Fender amps, but this is a great change of pace. I'm going to link below a great video from the Ask Zach channel comparing small Vox and small Fender amps and their differences and similarities, and he plays a great classic Esquire through both, and as he says in that video, and it's similar to my experience, and this is a generalization, and there might be some individual amps that are different, but Voxes tend to have a little more mid-range, a little more crunch, a little more of a rock sound, and then Fender amps tend to be a little spankier, have more low end. Of course, they're great sounds and used on a lot of rock records, but they're great for funk and R&B and things like that. Really, you can't go wrong having both or either. They're all great amps, the traditional Vox and Fender tube amps, but if you're interested in comparing the two, he does a great video on that. I am looking at it right now. My Blues Junior has a faulty power cord, and it's not the type like this Vox, and I should note that it's the type you just plug it into the back, plug it in to the outlet. Couldn't be easier. But the Blues Junior I have is about over 15 years old, and it's hardwired, so that's can actually require some work. And it used to be that I could usually get it to work, but it's just gone now, so I have to work on that. But that's a shame, because I wanted to compare the two. But again, they're both great amps and do a little bit different things. I mean, this one is just such a great sound. This is the bridge humbucker of this guitar. And that's with the volume on about 2.5 or 3, and I wouldn't want to turn it up any louder with everyone else in my apartment building here at the moment on a Sunday evening, as it is as I'm recording this, because I don't want to bother them. But that's still a great tone. Here's the neck humbucker. This is straight into the amp, and again, I absolutely love it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Like and subscribe. And again, going through the sound samples, I try to use a variety of amps and guitars to give you a pretty good feel for it. They were all recorded with an SM57, other than the Vox versus Vox Katana clips. Those were with a little HD cell phone microphone, but everything else that's just guitar playing was recorded with an SM57. And as I've said in other videos, I believe, or if not, I need to. If I'm playing a classic riff, very clearly slightly wrong, is to avoid copyright and legal issues. So again, I recommend this highly. Unfortunately, the price has gone up recently, as with many things in the guitar industry here at the beginning of 22. But again, if you're in the market for a small tube amp, hard to go wrong with this one. I mean, this is both humbuckers, just such a great sound. And again, that pure tube tone, it is hard to beat. So if you're interested, I would highly recommend it. Give it a try. And until next time, keep on rocking.